Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you watch the video, it's the right time for you. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, White Iris Intuitive, and obviously I'm White Iris. Who else would I be? But I wanted to do this bonus video this week because we had so many technical issues with our last two videos, and I didn't realize until last night that part one of my video actually stopped recording even before I started the tarot. So when I started part two, I was halfway through the oracles and the tarot, which is not fair to everybody. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come on. I said to my team, let's redo this. Let's go ahead and bless the area again. My incense is burning up top. You probably can't see the smoke. You can't, I don't know. But I decided, let's redo this. Let's start all over again because it's not fair to everyone that was watching. That when they got to part two, it was kind of like a jip because I was already halfway through. So I want everyone to get the full tarot read, oracle read from yesterday. So my team, I thought didn't have a lot of messages, but they actually last night, I had like the weirdest dreams and I kept seeing like a group of people. It was almost like a party or an event. I'm not sure what the event was about. I tried to find out what was going on. There were a lot of people that I did not know. So I didn't know anyone in this event. I looked for like my sister, people that I would know, but to no avail, didn't see anyone. So it was an event that was going on. It wasn't like a party. It didn't seem like a celebration, but it didn't seem like anything bad either. It could be like a work event or something like that that you go to where you might meet new people, where you might be able to have more connections. So just keep that in mind. If you're coming up to a work event soon, go to that work event because you will meet new people and you will have more connections with people that you didn't know, not only at your job, but maybe at other from other locations as well. So just keep that in mind. If you're wondering, should I go to this work event? Shouldn't I go? Go to the work event. It's going to help you out. Okay. And because part of the first video ended halfway through and I wasn't able to finish, one of the things that I talked about was the Akashic record. So if you guys are doing the work and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you will have access to your Akashic records very, very soon if you haven't had access yet. And like I said in the other video, just don't go being nosy and walking around where you're not supposed to be walking around. You're there to see your Akashic records. Remember that when you go to sleep at night, just say, I want to remember my dreams. I want to remember what I was doing. That way you can remember that. And have a notebook on your bedside table next to you so that you can write things down before you forget it. Because I don't know about you guys, but I forget things when I wake up. And then it might be a day or two before I remember, oh my gosh, this happened. Oh, let me write that down now. Now, I did talk about a lot of songs that I kept getting downloaded, things like that. The Beatles was one of them. Let It Be. I also Redbone, their song "Come and Get Your Love." So love is coming for you. And then another Beatles song, which is Here Comes the Sun. And for a lot of us that are going on a twin flame journey, that's really great to hear a song like that. Here Comes the Sun. Uh, you could be the person that sees that person as your sun and your skies, or it could be vice versa. And that's a beautiful love. Another thing that I did want to touch upon was this artist that I listen to all the time. Her name is Jagadesh, and there's a song that she has. It's called "Light of Love," and it's an amazing song. I'm not gonna play it here because I don't want there to be any copyright issues or anything like that. But look her up on Spotify. Her first name is Jai, and then the last name is Jagdeesh. Beautiful music. Lots of mantras, lots of affirmations, lots of I mean, all of her music is about love. So if you are going through the transformation that I've been talking about, this is something that you should switch over to. Try to get away from a lot of that music that has negative talk. You know, music isn't what it used to be. Yes, at all times there have been music that has had a lot of negative connotations, but there's always been music that has a lot of light and a lot of love. Me being Dominican, I religiously also listen to Cuatro Cuarenta. So Juan Luis Guerra is it for me. The music has always been about positivity, has always been about moral issues, things like that. Will always listen to him. And as I've gotten older, I've moved away more from music that isn't there to do anything other than bring me down. Again, music from when I was young was different. Rap was coming up. Some rap had a lot of negative connotations and some didn't. I listened to what I felt would bring me up as a person rather than bring me down. So just think about what it is that you're listening to, because if you're trying to transform and transmute and come up into a higher dimension, higher vibration, that music that you used to listen to is not doing anything for you, but keeping you stuck in your space, right? So let's see. Is there anything else here? Because I remember where it left off, but most of it I was able to get through. Just remember that you are on a spiritual journey. It was the rainbows. So that's where it cut off. So I had been talking about rainbows. If you see rainbows, whether they're rainbows in the sky, a rainbow flag, whatever it is, take a time out, meditate a little bit. The rainbow colors are the colors of your chakras. Seven colors, seven chakras. Make sure that they are going clockwise, that they are going in the right direction, that their colors are vibrant. Take a couple of minutes out. Make sure that all of the chakras are in alignment and that you're giving enough time for you to replenish and renew yourself. And anything that you might see dark or negative, if you're still in that dimensional space, have it transmute down to Mother Earth. And so have it go down to Mother Earth so that it can be transmuted to her lifeblood and it can give her sustenance. Okay. And then always remember to have Source bring down that golden light to replenish you and replenish your chakras as well. Okay. Those are the main things that I had to go over with everyone. One other thing was I did take a class. Anytime I'm able to take a class on anything having to do with metaphysical. I took another sound class the other day. And one thing that was really interesting, a mantra that the teacher gave us was, I respond to stress with calm and peace. That's something that if you're stressed out, if you have a little bit of anxiety, if you close your eyes and go into yourself and meditate a little bit, it can even be 2 or 3 minutes. Just have this mantra in your head and remember to have the slow, deep breaths. If you count the breath and you go in 4 and hold for 2, when you let out that breath, you let it out at the same count that you brought it in. That will bring you down. It'll bring your stress levels down. It'll slow down your heart rate and bring you to a better space. Okay. So if you do that, let me know how it works out. You can do it at night before you go to bed as well to help you with all of the negative thoughts or thinking. Or if you're one of these people, like sometimes I do, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I have all of these thoughts rushing in my head. Sometimes it's things that are being channeled through and I have to write them down, and sometimes it's just my ego being stupid. So that does happen. So since we did talk about the Akashic records, I'm going to go back and I'm going to start with the Akashic records again, which is what I did in part 1 of my coffee talk. And today I only have a little bit of coffee left from my second cup because I wanted to take a little bit of time before I got on, just, to meditate, to bring myself into a good space, and to make sure that we can get the entire message across this time around. Okay. And one of the things that was happening also was that I usually will pick a card or two on a daily basis just for the day. And I've been getting the Akashic Records card and the Archangel Michael card a lot. And I also did get Saint Germain, which is initiation. So your team is waiting to initiate you. They're waiting to work with you. So, give them the time that they need. Go into your space and take time to meditate, take time to ground yourself and see what comes through to you. See what what they're telling you or they're trying to tell you or show you. Sometimes you'll hear it, sometimes there'll be images. It all depends on what clair you have. I have all the clairs, so I can see things, I can hear things, I can smell things. And sometimes I'll be like, ew, taste things. And you would think that, well, how do you know what that tastes? Well, pretty much with the smell of something, you can actually taste something as well. So let's see. They're telling me to look at the bottom. The Sands of Time. So I'm going to take a couple more cards out. I'm an intuitive reader, so I look at the cards intuitively. If I'm not 100% sure of the message that's coming through, I'll pull the book because I do have the book here to see what the book says and see if it coincides with with what is coming through to me as well. What's this here? The Scribe. This is 2 cards. Oh, wow. This is actually looking really good. And we have the Scribe and we have Adusum. And Adusum, if you look at it, it's a girl who's sitting in her office, let's say, or she's sitting in a room in her home, and people are trying to get her attention. So her team is trying to talk to her, and there's an archangel, there's ancestors, there's different beings around her, and they're trying to get her attention. Like, hey, hello, we're trying to talk to you here. We have messages for you, which is really great. And then we have the Scribe. The Scribe is hard work. It's someone who is not only someone who learns, but it's also someone who's teaching. So he has other people in the office where they're also writing things down. And scribes would always write things down, and they would always translate things from from one language to another. And they would also, if they had something of importance that had to be rewritten because the paper or whatever it was written on was getting deteriorated, they were the ones who did that as well. So your ancestors, your team, is looking for you. They're looking for you. Do I take all of these cards? So they're saying no. Take the Ark of the Covenant, the Akashic Field. Okay. Okay, so we are taking all of them. Are we taking the Bird's Nest? Okay, these 2, no. All right. So see yourself as that person. You're not only learning. I'm not only learning. I want to also teach other people what I do. And some people will be open to it and some people won't, and that's okay. What is important is that you take your role seriously, and you take your role and take it as far as you can take it in this realm. Now we also have the Ark of the Covenant, and with the Ark of the Covenant, you have several people that are sitting around it. There's a couple of tents in the background, and they are the protectors. So you have your guardians, your ancestors, your protectors that are sitting here, and they're waiting for you to do the work. And this also feels to me like royalty, like you're a descendant from either royalty or someone in this case that was a protector of the Ark of the Covenant. And again, I take this role very seriously. We all have had different lives. So in all the different lives that we've been in, we've had different roles. We've done different things. Like, I know I have had several lives where I was burned at the stake. I have seen it and I have felt it. I have had several lives where I was a warrior, female and male. And I have seen how I'm sorry, that's my sister texting me. I have seen how I have died in those instances. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Okay. So she must have forgotten what I told her. And I do apologize for that. I did silent it so that it doesn't come up again. And that doesn't distract me. I can continue on with my reading without a problem. And then we have the Akashic Field, which is one of the cards that has been popping up on a daily basis for me. Our Akashic records are there. We can go there at any time. I myself have been there several times. Then we have the loving elementals. So one of the things that I was talking about in the last video was about different shows that they have asked me to watch, like Sanctuary, things like that, where they talk about different beings, elementals, things like that. They do exist. They just do not exist in this dimension or this plane, in this plane where we can see them. And there's a reason for that. Most people, if they knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that a lot of these creatures did exist, it would be like in the show The Sanctuary, where it was like by the end of the show, it was like, oh, they were showing military force and they couldn't understand them. So, but they couldn't understand what were they going to do? Get rid of them. So they are in a different plane, a different dimension. They will let themselves be known occasionally and only to people that they know beyond a shadow of a doubt 100% believe in them and are not going to harm them, because they're not going to come out to someone that's going to, shoot them. And then we have wishes fulfilled. And this is another card that has been coming up for the past 4 days. So what you are manifesting, what are you are creating, wishes fulfilled. Make sure that what you are manifesting, what you're asking for in a positive light. Remember, the universe only knows how to say yes. So if you're saying, I don't want this and I don't want that, that's exactly what you're going to get. Make sure that you're saying what you do want, what you do need. And that way, when you get your wishes fulfilled, you're in Dharma and not karma, learning another lesson. All right. So let me go to the Inner Child Oracle deck. Oop. And we have Accept What Is. This also came out the last time, and this was cut off from the last video. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. We have to remember always that the past is the past. We have to remember that there are lessons that we were supposed to learn. We have to figure out what those lessons were. Thank the person or the people for allowing you to learn that lesson and for being a part of it. And then always remember to cut those ties. Don't stay attached to that energy, because you don't want that energy to go with you everywhere you go. So what I do is that okay, this was a lesson I was supposed to learn. I thank you so much for learning that lesson. I thank you for being a part of the lesson. But at this time, I detach from you physically, spiritually, emotionally, and I envision myself being detached. And there's different ways of doing it. You can see it as a cord being broken or setting it on fire, or there was someone else, Jamie the Divine Seer. She said that she sees it as a plug. So she unplugs from the person as well, which is also a great way to do it. But however you imagine it, however you envision it, is the right way for you. And then let that person go with light, with love. And I hope that you have a wonderful life. I never send any negativity out, because anything that you send out is what you will receive back in. So I don't want negativity coming back to me. So I only send out positivity. But you have to accept what is and move on. Remember, when one door closes, 5 doors open. So you don't want to be wallowing in that sorrow, in that sadness, staring at that door that closed, because you're going to miss out on all the other opportunities that are coming for you. You are wanted. There is home waiting within. Again, and I emphasize this every single time. Do you love yourself? Do you accept yourself? Do you see yourself and say, I love you. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are a beautiful, wonderful, intelligent person, being. Because if you're not doing this and you're not finding that you are home, no one else is going to look at you and see you as, oh, she's home or he's home for me. No one is going to look at you and say that they are able to love you, because you can't even love yourself. And how are you supposed to love other people when you can't love yourself? Remember that you are going to give out exactly what you put into yourself. So if what you put into yourself is hateful and negative and sorrowful, that's what you're going to receive. Always make sure that your self-talk is positive. I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror when I go to the bathroom, and I say, you are beautiful, you are loving, I love you, you are amazing. Always positive words. Always positive words. No matter what I look like, no matter what's going on, always positive. Because if you can't be positive about yourself, no one else is going to do it for you. And you'll constantly be receiving those people into your life that are ghosting you, that are narcissistic, or that are gaslighting you, and you don't want that. Oh, let's see. This one came out first. It is never truly the end. Beloved, in this, everything will be okay. And that I believe in 100%. There's a small path here, almost like when someone transitions and they're able to walk out into that path. I believe that where you go to when you die has to do with your beliefs. And if you believe in heaven and hell, that's what's going to happen. If you believe that, well, you don't deserve to go anywhere and you're just going to be sitting in this plane, not even being able to talk to anyone, that's what's going to happen. If you believe wholeheartedly that when you die, you're going straight back to source, straight back home, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. So it all has to do with your beliefs. There is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope. So no matter what is going on in your life, there is always hope ahead. But are you doing the work? Are you being positive in your life? Are you giving self-love? Are you giving yourself what you need to receive the love and the abundance that's coming for you? There is always hope. So if you're sitting in a lack mentality, if you're sitting in victimhood, if you're sitting in fear, this is not going to relate to you, because you're never going to see this hope. I see hope around in every corner. I see excitement. I see change. I see only great things coming in every corner, and every day that I wake up, I'm excited, I'm happy, and I know it's going to be a great and amazing day, no matter what. No one can change my attitude, and no one can change how I feel about myself and about the day when I get up. I will not allow it. So what are you doing on a daily basis? Do you look around every day and say, how can it get better than this? It's an amazing day. Look, I get up in the morning and I'm able to go for a walk. I get up in the morning and I'm able to have breakfast. Or are you doing the opposite of that every day? Be present. Find clarity in the moment. We have to make sure that we're not always in the past, and we're not always wondering about the future and what if and what if and what if. As you wait and you're sitting there with the what ifs of the future, the present is going to pass you by. Meditate, ground yourself, take time out for yourself, have clarity, have discernment. And remember to always be positive and always give yourself that love before you go out and give it to anybody else. This is a pretty good reading. I'm very, two cards. I'm very happy. Just like I said, be still, cultivate a space of stillness and silence just to be. And if you're not used to meditating, you don't have to try to sit for an hour. You can do a minute. You can do 2 or 3 minutes before you go to bed. You can do a minute or two before you get out of bed in the morning. Practice. It was the same thing for me. I couldn't do a whole hour right away. I would be so distracted. It took time to develop, and it took time with the practice. Choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. You are important. We are important. You have to look at yourself as the most important person in your life, because you are. Otherwise, no one else is going to see you that way. And you can do hard things. It is not impossible as you feel. If you're sitting there saying, well, what if? Well, I don't know if I should do this. Well, I don't know. Then you're just giving up. You're just giving up. You can do hard things. I can do hard things. So you can go out there and you can do the work. Your team is waiting for you. They're waiting for you to acknowledge them. They're waiting for you to give them a job, to do something. You can do the hard things. We all can. More cards from, one more. Listen, your inner child has something to say. So if you are doing the work, if you are doing your meditations, if you are going through, you're having the dark night of the soul, the tower moment, whatever you want to call it, your inner child has something to say. One thing that you might want to do is maybe write a letter to your inner child, to your younger self, and see what comes out of that. Oh, why am I doing this? I'm shuffling them the wrong way. And one more. Breathe in, practice breath work today. So this is a theme. It's a theme of being for you, understanding that you have the power to change. You have the power to change who you are if that's what you want to do. You have the power to love yourself unconditionally, just like Source. You have the power to do the practices, to do the work needed for you to be in the space mentally, physically, and spiritually that you want to be in. Now, do you believe that you're worth it? Do you believe that you deserve it? Because if you don't, you need to work on that. No one is gonna tell you that you deserve something if you don't believe that you deserve it. That's when you become a doormat. Become aware, listen to the wisdom of your body. Oh my God. I'm saying things and then the card comes out that matches exactly what I'm saying. I love it. All right, so let's pull the dragons here because the dragons are always with us. You can just call on them and ask them, to be with you. You can give them a job. They're protectors, but they're also here to help you with your journeys as well as protecting you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I use a lot of my dragons for my healing as well. So when I do healings, I call on the dragons. Each dragon can do something different and can help with a different part of the body. Let's see. Telling me to look at the bottom. Understanding, looking at both sides. This actually came out the last time. Wow. And resilience. Finding your limits. Oh my God. Persistence, legacy, wisdom. Wow. These have come up 2 or 3 times already. And this was in the reading that got cut off also. So wisdom, ask the questions. When you're talking to your ancestors, when you're talking to your team, ask questions to make sure that these are really the people that are here to help you. You'll know. Just use your discernment. And legacy and persistence. Persist in what you want to do. Take whatever idea, innovation, whatever new beginning, all the way through as far as you can take it, because you deserve it and you're worth it. And understanding, looking at both sides. So that could be someone, maybe you have someone that's telling you, like, you're thinking of doing something and they're telling you, well, what about da 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 da. Look, if they're not agreeing with you, if they're not looking at your side, you can be gracious. Thanks for letting me know, but I got this. So you don't have to get upset. You don't have to, you know, look at them and curse them out, whatever it is. Remember, there are going to be plenty of haterators. There are going to be plenty of people that aren't going to believe in you. The only thing that matters is that you believe in yourself and you believe in what you want to do. So you look at their side, their point of view. Thank you so much. No problem. I now know I can't tell this person anything that I'm trying to do. And you shouldn't be telling anyone anyway. Whatever your ideas are, whatever the things you want to do, keep it to yourself and just get it done. And resilience, finding your limits. So have resilience in what you want to do and finding your limits. Like I always say, take your ideas and innovations as far as you can get them. And you might find that, oh, you have a limit for something. Are you going to stop doing what you're doing, or are you going to find someone who's going to help you with whatever that limit is? Like my limit is electronics. I'm not very good at it, but I know I have family members and I know people that if I have a question, I can go to them and ask them that question and they will help me out with whatever it is. Let's see. And this, as you can see, is a collective reading. I'm not doing all of the signs yet. I'll be doing those. I think I'm going to do that the first week of November. I think I'm going to do that. And it'll probably be like 2 or 3 hours long. But I will set the time like I did the last time on where each sign starts if you don't want to listen to the whole thing. So dragons, what other information do we have for the collective dragons? And when I do my readings, I ask for my entire team to be here always. And I ask for also the elementals to be here and to be a part of it because I can get information from all of them. And being that I'm doing a reading for the collective, sometimes I'll have beings that come through that have nothing to do with me, but it could be a specific message for someone that may be watching this at a later time. Like I've been getting a woman that's been coming to me with, and I believe she's Mexican. She's like a grandmother, and because she the way she speaks, and she's like, órale pues, no entiendo, no entiendo, and she speaks to me in Spanish, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll mention that you've been coming to me because that might be for someone specific. If you are of Mexican descent and you have a grandma or great grandma and you might not have met this person. This person loves you wholeheartedly, loves you to the moon and back, and she just wants to know why you're not following your dreams, and you need to get on with that. Si pudiera, por la cabeza. No juegue, órale pues. Que chingada. All right, let's see. But she's with you wherever you go. So no, she's not watching you when you're doing things, that you don't want her to watch. Ghosts don't care about that. But she's your protector. All right, no more from the dragons? Just 4 cards today? Really, guys? Okay. You're not very talkative today. So they say you are my beloved. You are our beloved, and we see hope in you. And this is a message that came through last time, but I think it was a message that got cut off. So always as well, hope. So resilience over the hope. So they see you are our hope, the collective. They see hope in you. They see resilience in you. They love you. You are their beloved. Let's see. I'm going to use... Should I use these guys? Are we using... What are we using? Yes, okay. No. So they want me to use first the Christ Consciousness deck. And this deck is by Amanda Ellis. I bought this, I believe, on Amazon. And it's a beautiful deck. And I love the Christ Consciousness cards because it goes over so many different things. I believe in Christ. I always say I'm a recovering Catholic, but that doesn't mean that I don't believe in the Trinity, in the Mother and the Father and the Holy Spirit. I believe in all of that. I just understand that when I look at the Bible, it's not the original Bible. It's not the Bible that was meant to be. Many books have been taken out. Many things have been changed from it. And unfortunately, I can't follow it because of the simple fact that I know that books were taken out. The Bible is kind of like a codex. There are a lot of symbols. There are a lot of things in there that are very important, but without all of the books in place where they're supposed to be, it's hard to follow for me anyway. And also, when I was a kid, I was the dreaded child that had 1,000,001 questions that when I was in catechism, my teacher couldn't explain to me. So they just didn't want me to ask questions. The whole thing with the deluge and Noah's Ark, and then they're like, oh, and then they got married, and and then I was like, well, wait a minute, they couldn't be the only people because how did only that, how did that happen? Or with Adam and Eve, I'm like, well, they couldn't have been the only people because their kids got married with people that didn't follow God. So where did they find those people? No. We're not here. And then, I get the whole class confused. So children cherish and enter their world. So are you acting as if you were a child, let's say. And I'm trying to explain this the way that they're telling me. So what they want is for people to understand that you shouldn't spend your time being serious all the time, or, I'm a grown up and I have to have fun. Dance like no one's watching, sing like no one's watching, have fun like a child. Have Don't have a care in the world. You should do that because that helps you ground as well. And if you have kids, you should be doing that with your kids. You should be just being silly with them, running around and doing things with them. I know I used to do that. I would run around in the dirt with them, get mud all over, turn the hose on and things like that, and have fun with them when they were little because that's what they like to do. So I would do it too. Having kids, especially, is not just about discipline. It's about, those moments when you can have fun with them and you can do different things. They're going to remember that as well. But mostly the card is about you unleashing your inner child and having fun. Prayer, contemplation, and connection. Are you doing your prayers? So you might not do prayers. You might meditate. It's the same thing. You might listen to um, different types of music to help you meditate. That's still the same. So are you setting enough time for yourself to go into yourself, to replenish, to have your prayers, to connect with source, to connect with Mother Earth? Fellowship, sharing and coming together. I always say that we are going to find our people. So I know right now I'm an island of one, you could say, but I know that sooner or later I will find people that are like-minded just as myself. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly okay. I believe in source, I believe in Mother Earth, I believe that everything and anything that's out there has a soul, even a rock. I believe that there are other beings in other dimensions. I believe in elementals. I believe in galactics, and I also channel galactics. I'm a channeler, I'm a medium. I've been to, I have been, I am an abductee as well. So I have a lot of different hats that I wear. Not everyone looks at me and thinks like, "Oh, this is a great person to hang out with." I sometimes freak people out, even people that believe in the metaphysical. But I know that there are people out there that are just like me, that believe in the same things I believe in, and sooner or later we will connect. So you will connect with people that are like-minded, just like you. Temptation, moral compass. Make sure that you are not being tempted to do things that you're not supposed to be doing. Make sure that you are not being tempted to go back into that 3D, into your 3D self. And it's getting hot in here. It is getting so hot. And I do have like a door and a window open. And I still feel like, oh my God. And that usually happens when my guides and my team is very close and I'm channeling and I'm getting information through them. And my channeling, I can go in through a deep channel, or I can just channel, they tell me the information and it comes out right through as well while I'm awake. Okay. Holy Spirit, work through me. What was I just saying? It gets very hot for me when I'm channeling and when I have the Holy Spirit's coming through to me, and when my team is here. So, whew, I might have to put my hair up. Oh, they're telling me no, not to put my hair up. Leave it loose. I did blow dry it, so it looks really good right now. Oh, discernment, truth and clarity. Have discernment with everything that you do. Even when you're listening to people like me, if it does not resonate with you, it's perfectly okay. That means that that's not the person for you, and just move it along. If you're maybe listening too much to readers, take a time out, ground yourself, do your meditations, do things for you. And then if you need to come back to it, come back to it. That's why I don't want to do, that's why I only do the all 12 signs once a month, because you don't need to have that every single week. Then you're just being obsessive. Things can happen from week to week, but it's such a small change that month to month is better. That's why I only do those months every month. And then everything else is just a collective and general. Let's see. What else do we have from Christ consciousness from our brothers and sisters? So we have Jesus and Mary Magdalene shared mission. So in my last video, I said Jesus and Mary Magdalene were husband and wife. I know people are going to get hurt about this. I know people aren't going to like that I said this. This was taken out of the Bible. Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute. She was not a crazy person. She was not doing anything wrong. She was an equal to Jesus. She was actually a very high level person in the Essenes, and she was picked to be Jesus's wife. And yes, they were married, and yes, they had children. But a lot of people don't want to believe that because so many things were changed in the Bible, because the men that were in charge wanted to be able to control. So that's why they wanted people to understand, not that we're a part of God and everything that Jesus could do, we could do. They wanted people to believe that God was apart, away from us, and that we had to ask permission to be worthy. No, we are worthy. It is our birthright because we come from source. Whether you like it or not, that is the truth. And the garden, receive and heal. Remember to have an open heart, to receive the abundance, to receive your love, to receive all of the things that, as I said before, are our birthright. We are worthy. We are here from God. We are a part of source. We are a part, a golden spark of source. And when we transition, we go back to source. Do we have anything else here for, am I taking these? Am I taking any of these? No. Okay. They just fell. They're like, no, they just fell out of your hands. That wasn't us. So they're saying there might be one more card. So if one pops out, I'll take it. If not, I'll move on then to the other set of to the other oracle deck. And this is a beautiful message, guys. Oop. Yep. Freedom. Just be you. Have freedom to be yourself. Who cares what everybody thinks? Who cares what everyone is saying about you? Who cares if people look at you and look at you weird? I don't care. I don't care if you come on my channel and you're like, oh, I can't relate to her. Move it along. That's perfectly fine. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not a person that everyone is going to relate to, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean that you close yourself off and you try to act like somebody else. No, I act the way I act. I am who I am. Sometimes I go out and my sister's like, and I'm like, look, if spirit comes through, spirit comes through. I went out to dinner last night and there was a young man there behind the bar, wonderful young man. I'm not going to say his name. And this grandmother was coming through. That's the person that was coming through. And I so wanted to speak to him, but there were so many people around the bar and so many people talking and asking for orders that I couldn't speak to him about it. But I so wanted to talk to him. But if I'm out and about and spirit comes through, I'm going to come and talk to you, whether you believe in it or not. Because guess what? That person, when they come through, they're not going to leave me alone. And it's annoying. She has been with me since last night. Okay? So the only way she's going to go away is if I talk to this child. So I will talk to him sooner or later. I know I will see him again during the week. So I will get to you. But you guys, your the spirit just won't go away until I give that person the message. Hopefully he'll see this and he'll remember me and he'll know that he's the one I'm talking about. But yes, you do need to go to Italy. And yes, you have your hopes and your dreams. Let's get on it. Your grandmother's waiting for you to get it done. She's so proud of you. Let's go. Ella dijo, órale pues, vamos. All right, so now we're going with the Shaman Oracle deck. And these are very thick cards, so they're hard for me to move around. Oh my gosh. And they stick together so they don't fly away out as often either. Oh my gosh. So they're saying just take the top one, the beloved. So this is twin flame right here. So you see it's all red is the heart, two hands. A lot of us, as I've said before, are on a twin flame journey. Remember that if you are still in karma and you're still with the I don't want this and I don't want that and I don't know if I want anyone, you're just pushing the twin flame further and farther away. Now, not everyone is on a twin flame journey. Your twin flame might not have reincarnated. Your twin flame might have reincarnated in a different place. Your twin flame might be your brother or your sister. And you're just supposed to be best friends, or you're just supposed to be best friends, and you're supposed to bring on something new together. So you're not always on a romantic twin flame journey. But for those of you who are, it kind of looks like that. That's beautiful. Let me see. I'm going to take this one. The circle. Oh, wow. Beautiful. So if you look here, the circle, look at all of the hands, all of the different colors. This reminds me of the chakras as well, because we have the blues, the reds, the white, and then we have in the middle, it kind of looks like an eye, almost like the eye of Ra to me. And I want to just double check what the book says about it. Where do I have that book? The Mystic Shaman. The circle. Let's see what they say about the circle in the book. Hold on. 8. Exactly. Unification and interconnectedness. So that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. So that's exactly what I was channeling through, but I just wanted to double check the book. So this, as I was starting to say all of the different colors, and then the eye, I feel like this is the eye of Ra in the middle, just giving us that extra protection. They're looking at us, they're waiting for us. We're all connected, we're all interconnected. And this is an invitation to be unified. So we have to look at unity. We have to, regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of the religion, regardless of who we are, we have to look at each other and see each other as brothers and sisters, and see each other as as not so much as human beings. I see myself as a spiritual being having a human experience. And when you see yourself that way, you understand that we all come from the same place. We all come from source. Therefore, we are all united. We are all connected. We are all part of that God spark. We all have that God spark in us. So because of that, we are all one. We are all unified. We are all connected. Yes, I do think he's going to watch the video. If he doesn't, I'll make a special trip to see him. Okay. So she's still here, guys. She is still here, and she's probably not going to let me sleep tonight. So I hope that he does watch the video. Let's see. Do I take these? No. So they're saying if it doesn't fall out, don't take it. And these are hard to fall out because, like I said, these cards are very, very thick and they stick together. I've been trying to get them to not do that, but I have little fingers, so it's not that easy. If another card does not fall out on its own, I'm going to move on to a different deck because they don't want me to just pull cards from the deck. Okay, then I'm not going to use this deck again. Oop. And I'm going to use the Moonology card deck. We recently just had a full moon, so let's see what our Moonology cards say to the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? What does the collective need to know right now? And this is another set of decks of cards that is not completely broken in. Are we going to get anything? All right, so they want me to pull the bottom card. 2 and 3. What else? And 4. So these 4 cards on the bottom. 5 cards on the bottom. All right. So the first card that came up was communication is key. Gemini and new moon. Are you communicating exactly what it is that you want? Are you communicating to the right people? Is there something that you're trying to do, but you're keeping quiet about it? Or is there something that you need to say, but your throat chakra is being closed and you're not being able to say it? You need to communicate, whether this is your work, it's your partner, it's your kids, whatever it is, you need to speak your truth. You need to let people know exactly what it is that you're thinking about and exactly what it is that you want. I say what it is that I want. I say what I'm thinking about. I am not going to keep my mouth closed because I need to empower myself. The most important person is me at this point in time. So I need to make sure that as I go on, I not only know what I want, but I let people know this is what I am willing to do, this is what I want, and this is what I will not accept. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is another card about the past. Are you making sure that you are okay? Here's the closed door. It was sad. There's this, you have sorrow, you have sadness. Great. Go through it. Go through the grieving process. Now, what lessons did you learn? If you say, I didn't learn anything, you need to go back. If you know that you learned the lessons and you know what was going on and thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for helping me with this. I detach from you and I send you with love and light. Move it along. Look at the other doors and the other opportunities that are there for you. Do not stay stuck in the past. You'll never go anywhere with that. Energy is gaining momentum. So whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's work, whether it's love, family, there is energy that's gaining momentum. Like I was telling you before, every day I wake up, I'm excited. Something's going to happen. Something's coming, and I get more and more excited every day. It's like there's a momentum of this energy that's coming through. I don't know what it is, but I know that it's exciting, and we're living in exciting times, and it's going to be amazing as far as I'm concerned. The next card is bring love into the situation. Again, are you opening your heart to abundance? Are you opening your heart to love? Are you opening yourself to receive? Believe that you deserve it. Believe that you are worth it. Believe that you are abundance, that you are love, that you are light, so that you can, on a daily basis, receive that as well. And believe in the impossible. This is the second card we have about believing in the impossible. Do you have hope? Do you believe that the things that you want to do, no matter how many times someone tells you that's impossible, you can't do it, go ahead and you get it done? Is that what you're doing? Or are you believing the naysayers like I used to and not doing the things that you have been called to do? Only you can stop you. I say that to you all the time. Only you can stop you. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Earth Oracle deck, and this is weird. So, Spirit of the Air, this is actually my, wow, Medicine Woman Oracle deck. And I don't know how this card was in the wrong deck, but this is Spirit of the Air. A favorable wind is blowing in your life. What is that? Momentum. A favorable wind is blowing in your life. Momentum. It's together. Okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, stay positive, have hope. It is getting done. It will get you there. You will get there. Do not lose hope. Okay. It's hard. Look, I don't place cards in different places. I don't do things like that. This card was in the middle of the deck, and the only reason why I noticed it was because I had them face up and I was trying to get it, so that they can move better in my hands. This is amazing. I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. Ooh. Nest. Charity, generosity, and gratitude. That's something that we all have to do. Do you have gratitude for your everyday life? Even for the most simple and the mundane. Thank you so much that I'm able to wash these dishes. Thank you so much that I'm able to drive to the supermarket and that I'm able to buy some food. So for some people that may be mundane, but to me, I have gratitude for everything because there are a lot of people that can't do those things for themselves. Thank you for thank you because I can get in and out of the bathtub. I can take a shower by myself. Thank you for because I have the wisdom. I remember everything. I'm in a good position in my life. I'm happy. I have gratitude for being happy as well. Ah! Oh my gosh. Do I take all of these cards? Was this my fault? No? Okay. Stoicism, have peacefulness, receptiveness, and manifestation. So this is going back to hope, manifestation, to receiving, being in receiving mode. Are you in receiving mode? And you must be, or either you are in receiving mode and they're saying, hey, great job, or you're not in there yet and they're telling you, hello, McFly, hello, let's get it done. Which way? Okay. So faith, again, faith, hope, inspiration, rejuvenation. Have faith, have hope. You are an inspiration to so many. Believe it, know it, see it in yourself before you can go ahead and say you can see it in anyone else. But you have to do the work within first. Flow. Flow. Where is it? Here. Spirit of the air. The air flows. And we have flow. Okay. Recovery, moving, finding peace. Again with finding peace. Again with moving. We are going in a direction of change, of flow, of new beginnings, of endings and new beginnings. What are you doing so that all of this manifestation can come to you? Please do the work. Be in that be in that positiveness, in the gratitude, in receiving mode, so that you can get all the greatness that's coming to you, so that you can receive all of it. And blood moon, illusions, uncertainty, narcissism. Some of you might be going back to this. Is this what you want to go back to? Do you want to deal with more narcissists? Do you want to deal with more people that are there just to teach you lessons? Are there just to uh, ghost you? I know I don't. So you need to do the work if that's not what you're looking for. And excuse me, I'm sorry about that. I should have brought my water bottle. I always forget to bring my water bottle to my desk. Do we have any more from the Earth Oracle? Do we have any more from the Earth Oracle team? Anything else that the collective needs to know from this one? No? So I'm going to move on. Since this card was here in the wrong deck, I am going to move on to my Medicine Woman Oracle deck. And let's see what we get from our Medicine Woman. This is a divine deck of cards. Feminine, divine feminine. I love this deck. Okay. Spirit of the water. Return to the source of the feminine for purification. And that is male and female. Spirit of the water. Spirit of the water for me is also the turtle. The turtle is a symbol of the mother and also of water for so many indigenous people, especially the Tainos from the Dominican Republic. And if you're from the Dominican Republic and you have been, like generations living there, we all have a certain percentage of DNA from the indigenous ancestors that lived there. Unfortunately, they were wiped out, but their DNA, who they are, goes forth in us, in our DNA. And I am very proud to have that DNA in my body. And one thing that they believed in was in the turtle as the spirit of Mother Earth and the spirit of the water as a representation. And it was also a representation of the feminine. So whether you're male or female, Are you returning to source? Are you making sure that you are yin and yang, that you have the male and your female side in 100% connection within you? I hope that you are. And you're not sitting only in your divine, you're not a woman sitting in the male aspect, because when you're in that aspect, you're not open to receive. So you have to be open to receive. Same thing with male. If you're not allowing that female side of you to come in and to be in with you, you're not opening your heart up to receive. The heart's wisdom. And I'm talking about the heart. Listen to the call of your heart, and your guide in love. Listen to the call of your heart, your guide in love. Your heart chakra needs to be open to receive abundance, to receive love, to receive light, to receive truth, to receive all of the goodness that you're looking for. But if you have it closed off, those things will not come to you. This is actually a really good reading, and I'm very, very happy that I'm doing this. I can't wait to upload this to YouTube so that all of you can take advantage of this reading. Spirit of the earth. So we have spirit of the air, spirit of the water. Now we have spirit of the earth. Have faith. You are supported. So this is another one. How many cards have we had that have come out that say have hope, have faith, you are supported? This is probably the fourth or fifth card. Your team is waiting for you. Your team is supporting you. Your team is here. Are you going to open up to them? Are you going to do the work that is necessary? And don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Bison totem. This actually came out in the last reading 3 times because I have other decks with bison in it. Life is showering you with its abundance. Are you there to receive it? Are you open to receive it? I hope so. This is an amazing reading. This is a reading about love, about abundance, about faith, about hope. I mean, even with the divine masculine and feminine in Mary and Mary Magdalene and Jesus. Look at that. Look at how they hold each other. Look at how they're together there. This is what's coming for you. This is a true twin flame that is together at the right time. This is what's coming for you. Are you ready for this? Are you ready and open to receive this? And again, please don't get butthurt. There's no gender in tarot, whether it's male, female, or same sex. I don't know who your twin flame is. So if your same sex and your twin flame is your same sex, then that's who your twin flame is. But this is what's coming for you. Look at the love. Look at the looks on their faces. Look how they hold each other. This is what's coming for you. This is what you are going to receive if you are open to it and if you are willing to receive it. Are you willing to receive it? Are you open for it? Are you doing the work? And are you doing everything that is necessary for you to understand that you are worth it? I hope so. I really do. Because I'm only here to empower. I'm only here to shower you with love and with light. But I am going to give you the truth, unapologetic and without any types of filters. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna filter shit for you. You're not you're not a child. You're not that's over and done with. So we need to be real. Don't tell me you're doing the work and behind your back you're like keeping your fingers crossed to see if I believe you. I'll know if you're lying or not. Great mystery. I reveal the wisdom keys of your destiny. This comes to you when you're doing the work, when you're doing the meditation, when you are sitting in you and you're saying, I am worth it. I am open to receive. I am the light spark of source. I am the child of God. I am a child of Mother Earth. When you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, she is there to give you the keys, to unlock the mysteries so that you'll know exactly what you're here to do. What is your dharma? What is your life purpose? What is your mission? What is your life path? Don't you want to know? I did, and I figured it out. So, hey, and I'm happy, happy, happy all the time. Ooh. Okay, so they're telling me to take these both. Oh, I'm so happy. So we have empowerment, assert yourself, and shine your power now. Now, this is what we're talking about. And then we have Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming out. Forge a new alliance with nature. Are you grounding yourself? Are you taking the time? And are you out there thanking and having gratitude for everything that's out there, for the trees, for the bushes, for the animals, for the insects, for everything? I do it every single day because Mother Earth is here for us. Now remember, Mother Earth is an ascended being. Mother Earth is ascending to higher vibrations. She loves us. She wants us, but if we don't come with her, it's perfectly fine. She's not going to coax us, and she's not going to beg us to do it. I just want one more from this deck, please, team. One more from this deck, please. Do we have one more from this deck, please? One more, please. And I just want it to jump out. If not, we'll move on to the next deck. No more. Okay. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you so much. And she's here right now. I am sweating. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I am going to pull our Divine Animals Oracle. And these are slippery. Hold on. So, oh my gosh. Not all of them at once, no. This is a great reading, guys. This is an amazing reading. Is that? All right, one more time. If I don't get anything, I'm going to move it along. I just want to see what the collective needs to know, what animals are with us. Yeah, nothing. If it doesn't flip out, they don't want anything that, unless they tell me to pull it, if it doesn't completely flip out, they don't want me using it. So they're good. Okay. Do you want me using this deck? Yes, no? They don't want me to use the tarot today. Wait a minute. Why not? Okay. I'm going to use the tarot. Just, oops. Oh, wow. That came up last time. Cool, 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 cool. This came up last time, so this is like a theme. So is this why you don't want me to use these, or? Okay. I understand. I understand. I got it. I got it. One more. Okay. Wow. It is very hot in here. Very, very hot. Okay. So the first card, this looks like it's a theme. So this isn't you. And I don't know why look, the message is the message. So what they want me to show you is the people that counted you out, the people that said you're never going to get this done, you're never going to do this. They're going through conflict right now. They're going through conflict. They're going through painful endings. They're going through, which one is it? Okay, they're going through financial loss. Look at them right there with the Five of Pentacles. They're going through the Hermit upside down. So they're going through a dark night of the soul with their personal beliefs and things that they thought were true. that aren't coming to pass. And they have the hangman upside down as well. So they're going to have to pause and surrender. Some of these people are going to get it. Some of these people are going to go through these things and they're going to go through a dark night of the soul. And then what's going to happen is that they're going to start planning and they're going to start seeing a new horizon, and they're going to understand that what you said to them and the things that you believe in were true. Some of these people are going to get it and they're going to come to you and they're going to be part of your tribe. And some of them obviously are going to go through this and just stay where they are. So that's actually pretty good. To me, that's great to know that there are people that are starting to wake up within your old group that you probably have not seen or heard of from for a very long time. They're going through this dark night of the soul and they're stepping out on the right side at the end of it. And you will hear from them within the next, I would say, probably between autumn and spring. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. And this is someone with time management, adaptability. So this is a continuation of their planning. So now they're going to be in the place where you were in the beginning when you had your dark night of the soul, planning, looking at different resources. What do I do here? What do I do there? They're going to, when they come to you and you see them again, they're going to be where you are. You won't have to be, they're not going to call you to say, oh my God, I had this and XYZ happen. What do I do? No, they're going to figure it out. They're going to go through it. And then they're going to come to you and they're going to say, you were right. And I see it now. Oh, and transitions. Wow. So they will transition just like you're transitioning now. This is an amazing read. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's exciting to see and to know, because when I do a reading for you guys, it also has to do with me. And it's great to see that there are people that I've counted out maybe, or people that I have been like, you know what, they're never going to get it, or maybe they'll get it, but whatever. And to see that some of those people will get it and will do the work on their own. They're not going to come to me to be like, so what do I do now? And then what's going to happen? And da 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 da. That they're going to do the work, they're going to do the research, they're going to get there on their own. And then they're going to come to you and say, hey, I believe it. I know what you were talking about, what you were trying to say. So now I'm using the yin and yang oracle, and I'm not sure when they want me to end. So, oh wow, inner child healing. So we've been talking about the inner child. Make sure that you're doing the work and that you are doing what you need to do to move on to the next side, to get through that dark night of the soul, through that tower moment, to move on to the other side, to get into your 5D. And then we have spirit guides and assistants. Your spirit guides are waiting for you. There's divine guidance. Look at the synchronicities, look at the signs, look at the different things that come up. It's not just a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence, people. Ooh. Twin flames. Oh my God. Twin flames. Summer. Spring. Didn't I just say spring? Didn't I just say spring? Wow. So twin flames, strong soulmates. Twin flames are telepathic. I don't know if you know this. If you are on a twin flame journey, you know this. I know this. They're spiritual and they're divinely connected. Now, if you find that your twin flame is relying heavily on that connection, you can temporarily disconnect and let them know, hey, I love you, but I got stuff to do. I can't continue with this connection. You can't only rely on this connection, and see what happens. I did that a while ago, and I was like, look, I got shit to do. You got shit to do. I can't, you want to talk to me, you know where I am. Okay. And then spring and summer. So spring and summer are both timing cards. Something's going to happen between now and spring or summer, because now I have the summer card. Yesterday I had the autumn card and the spring card, but today it's spring and summer. So you're going to have a lot of activities and goals. Spring is going to be for planting seeds and planting things like that. And we've had a couple of cards for planning. So you're getting there. Something's coming. I'm telling you, something is coming, and I don't know what it is, but I know it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for it to get here. And then we have truth. New perspective. Seek the truth in all that you do. Have clear action and honesty and communication. We've had a couple of cards about communication. Are you communicating what you want, what you need, what you have to do? Get that done. Do not allow anyone to treat you like a doormat, and do not allow anyone to stop you from speaking your truth. And then we have receive. Oh my God, open. Well, I've been saying this, it's an hour and 15 minutes. I've been talking about being open to receive from the beginning. And here's the card: receive, open. Receptivity, opening up, generosity, gifts, and assistance. This is all waiting for you. This is all coming for you. Are you going to open up to it? Are you? I'm going to pull the romance cards. And then I think I might just do my ghetto cards, which is what I call them. These are two decks of cards that I just put information in myself. It was channeled information, and we'll see what they say. But right now, I'm doing the romance and love edition, since we're still talking about twin flame. Ah, am I taking any of these? Yes. Okay, so we have unseen, love can be blind, ensure you're not overlooking red flags. I have spoken to you guys about false twin flames, false soulmates. You might have more than one suitor, male, female, same sex, doesn't matter. Don't be butthurt. Do not ignore the red flags. You might be looking at one person and that might not be the right person. But what I'm saying is that there will be red flags. Do not overlook them because you're in love. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. If you have disconnected, if you have an ex, anything like that, whether they want to hear an apology or not, apologize from your heart. Remember to disconnect from that person. Remember to thank that person for everything that you've learned, for all of the lessons, and then disconnect and send them in light and love on their way to have a happy life. Individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. And romance. Romantic surprises are on the horizons. Be open to them. Now, if you have a partner and you are happy in your marriage, or happy with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, keep romance open. Keep romance alive. There are going to be surprises. Just accept them. Accept those surprises. Don't think like, oh, what's going on? Sometimes we do that because we think we don't deserve it. And we have to be open to receive, and we have to be open to understand that we deserve it. Settling. Do not settling. So that's one thing that I'm going to tell you guys. Do not settle. Do not settle for a false soulmate, a false twin flame. If you have to be alone for another couple of years, then you're alone for another couple of years, but you'll be doing what you want to do. You deserve the right kind of love. Don't settle because you don't think it's going to happen. Woo. Proposal, and offer a proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. And when, I don't know, divine timing. We did have the timing cards with spring and with summer. So maybe some one of those days, if you're already with someone, if you're not with someone, everything could happen very, very quickly. Again, if you have more than one suitor, do not overlook the red flags. One will be a false twin flame. One will be a false soulmate. Oh, divine timing. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say divine timing? You cannot make this stuff up. I say it, the card falls out. That's how you know that spirit is working through the person that you're watching. Divine timing, trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it is meant to. Not when you say it has to come in. It's when it's meant to come in. Because guess what? Your twin flame could be doing work. I don't want a hot mess. So you can do your work. And then when you come to me in divine timing, at the right time, when you're supposed to, and when you're not a hot mess. Because I wouldn't want someone to come to me if I was a hot mess. Because when I'm a hot mess, I'm telling you right now, I am a native New Yorker. So, real native New Yorkers, we're tough. I'm talking about the old school kind. Okay, any more cards from the romance cards? One more card, please. One more card. Just one more card, guys. Oh, two. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. And I will definitely do that. Imperfections. Love is beautiful, a beautiful mess. Embrace the imperfections. And your twin flame is going to be someone that no matter what the imperfections are, you will both love each other unconditionally. Now, as I said, a false twin flame, there will be red flags. Do not ignore them. When I say imperfections, it's not they are ghosting you or they're a narcissist. That's not a twin flame. A twin flame will be a twin flame is always in the same energy that you are in. So make sure that you are at a higher vibration, that you've done the work, because that's what you want to come in for you. Now, let's go with my ghetto cards. My cute little ghetto cards. Let's see what they have to say, and then we're gonna be ending this. Let's see. What do my cards have to say? What do my cards have to say? Let's see. Oh my God, so many cards, so little time. Okay, what do we have to know? Looking back with regret. Some of you are still looking back with regret. You got to stop that. Justice, judgment, and karma. Anyone that has wronged you, anyone that has done anything to you that was in karma, if they have not gone ahead and done the work, there will be judgment, there will be justice for them. And also, please stop looking back and regret. What happened, happened. It is what it is. It is what it is. Make sure that you have already done the work and that you're looking into your time of abundance and time of receiving mode, and that you are in that higher vibration that you want to be in. Happy every single day. Happiness is not something that happens when you get what you want. Happiness is a frame of mind. Happiness is a vibration. So I will always be in that vibration of happiness, and no one's going to take me down. And that's a song that I was hearing in the last one. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's you can look it up on YouTube. No one's going to take me down. And that's what it talks about. No one's going to stop my stride. No one's going to take me down. Um, I have to keep on moving. And that's what the song is about. So you can look that up on YouTube if you want to, on Spotify. I think it's a song from the 70s. Yes, I'm that. Yes. Okay. But I'm only aging backwards, and I'm getting younger and younger every single day. And yes, I say that to myself every single day, honey. You don't like it? Move it along. You are divinely protected. This is the third card we received, and 333. If you're seeing 333 or 3333, your people are trying to get in contact with you. Your team, your ancestors, they're waiting for you. I'm not angry. So if you are dealing with someone who you think is angry, they're not. They're not angry with you. So let it go. You got to let things go, people. We got to let things go. If you're obsessing about what happened yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I could have said this and I could have said that, then you are not in your divine you're not in your dharma. Let's put it that way. Let's see. It's so many cards. I hope that you guys have made it all the way through the end. Victory is on my side. Yes, it is. Victory is on my side. And I'm going to get there. Are you going to get there? Are you doing the work to get there? I hope that you are. I really do. And remember, you have to do the work for you first. You have to be the change that you want to see. Don't be Captain Save-A-Ho. And that's not something I came up with. That was something that Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot, something like that. She has a YouTube channel. She says that all the time. Stop trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. You have to be the change that you want to see first. Come on. One more card, please. You guys said for me to use this, so let's go. Let's get a move on. Ooh. Trust in the universe. You are here to heal family traumas. You're here to heal family issues and family traumas. You are here for generational wealth. You are here to break the trauma, to break with all of that that happened in your ancestral line, in your family line. Do the work that you need to do so that you can break that trauma, break those bonds. Pay attention to your dreams. That's another thing that I was talking about. How did I open this up? With the dream that I was having last night. Pay attention to your dreams. Have a journal next to your bedside, on your bedside table next to you, and write things down. Anything else? Oh, no. Anything else with these cards? I feel like I have to take a different deck, but let's see. Okay. Which deck of cards? This, no. Clarifying life situations. Okay, they want me to end with this one. Clarifying life situations. And this is a lot of cards as well. Come on. Okay. All right. Cutting edge. Slice through obstacles and carve a path toward your dreams. Release your grip on outcomes. That's something that we have to do. When we are open to receive and we are open to receiving abundance, we have to stop thinking of what the outcome is going to be. Well, I want this outcome. No, receive, 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 regardless of the outcome. That's something that Bashar talks about. Embrace the present moment with your wisdom. Bashar is Daryl Anka is a channeler, and he channels an entity called Bashar. And Bashar always talks about that when you are in receiving mode, you're receiving abundance, whether it's abundance or love, whatever it is, stop holding on to an outcome. Well, it's going to happen like this, and it's going to happen like that, and then this will happen. That's the same as always being in the future. And when you're always thinking of the future, you're going to lose yourself, and you're not going to pay attention to the present, to what's right in front of you. Breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. So a lot of you are having a breakthrough right now. A lot of you are getting through to what you need to do. A lot of you are probably just still going through a dark night of the soul, and you're getting out on the other side. Roots of stability. Ground yourself again with grounding. Ground yourself in what nurtures you. Your being nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. This is a theme. Our theme is about grounding, about being a divinely protected, about doing the work, about giving up control and outcomes. It's about letting you know that you are worth it. You are divinely protected. You are a divine feminine, a divine masculine. So if you have done the work, if you are out there and you're in receiving mode and you're in gratitude mode all of the time, things are coming. Metamorphosis, mirage. Embrace the tender transition, more transition from the past forms and future possibilities. Again, the same theme. Transitions, metamorphosis, changes, leaving the past behind, looking at the new possibilities of the future. Oh, which one? Up or down? Doesn't matter, they said. So when I picked it up, I picked it up with Harbor of Peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. And then on the other side, it says, embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your being. So this, again, with taking time for yourself, taking time to being alone, to doing your meditations, to grounding, to putting 100% into you and into what you need to do, being peaceful, being tranquil. Again, what I said before, one of the mantras that was given to me in the class is, I respond to stress with calm and peace. Is that what you're doing? Say the mantra over and over again, because you are worth it. Hi, my love. How are you? I think he wants to go out for his walk. So I'm just going to do 2 more cards because I want to end it with a full deck here. Oh, sculpture of self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring and perpetual acting of forming and expressing your identity. And if you look at it here, the picture, it's yin and yang. It's both sides of you. It's the male and the female aspect in one person. So make sure that you're doing, again, we're doing the work. Raising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose that is meant for you. So we all have a purpose. You have a purpose. I have a purpose. What is it? Do you want to find out, or do you just want to keep going through life in the same mundane, in the same hubbub that we're going through? I hope that all of you are doing the work. I hope that all of you are looking in the mirror and saying how much you are loved and saying how important you are, because if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. But this, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it because I think that you have more than enough information that tells you that you are the beloved. You are divinely loved. You are divinely protected. Your team is waiting for you. Your gifts are waiting for you. And I just hope in my heart of hearts that you listen to this message and that you go ahead and you do what's necessary to get the work done and to do the things that you want to do, regardless of what anyone else tells you. Only you can stop yourself. And, I get emotional because I want to help people. I want people to see this and to get that breakthrough right away. Again, I have to let go of the outcome. I know that that's not going to happen for everyone. But for those of you who it does happen to, I am so happy and so blessed to have been here to give you this message. Whatever time you look at this video, any time of the year, any time of the day, it was time for you to see it. And I hope that it finds you well. I hope that it finds you. And if it doesn't find you well, if it finds you in sorrow or in pain, I hope that this uplifts you as well. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, White Iris Intuitive. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for going through the whole hour and change with everything. Remember, I will be doing a video for all 12 signs within 2 to 3 weeks. So probably the first or second week of November. I will let you know about that. And all donations are welcome. All of the information is in the description box below, and the pricing is there. My email is there, how to get in contact with me, and how to make payments and how to do donations through Cash App and also Venmo. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button, because either one of those things or both of those things help my channel so much. This is a brand new channel, and I'm working it so that it can get bigger and bigger and bigger, so we can get the message out there to more people, and so that more people are able to transform and to become the people that they were meant to be, and to do the work that they were meant to do as well. But I thank you. I love you. Have a wonderful day and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.